Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome viewers in this important session of time management techniques. I have done some research on the certified techniques of time management, which is for all, especially the professionals, especially for the teachers, and more importantly for the students who are appearing in the competitive exams. Because the competition is all about how best you can manage your time. So today I will talk about some of the certified techniques of time management. So let's begin with we all know that time is most in demand skill. Time is most in demand skill which are available with an individual. Especially, this is how you manage your time is this skill of all the great men in this world. So let's understand how they have designed their daily schedule, how they were successful in most of the daily routine in fulfilling all the things. As the quote goes, a busy man have all the time to do. So let's understand these techniques. So now this is the first technique which is available with us. This is basically a Eisenhower's matrix. Eisenhower matrix tells about the four things which we do in life. One is there are certain things which are urgent to us and they are at the same time important for us. That's the grid one. There are certain things which are not urgent but they are important for us. Like as a student, learning is the most important thing for us, even though that's not urgent because learning is a lifelong process. So it's not urgent but it's important. It is grade second. And third is there are certain things which are urgent but not important for us. Not important, especially in the official setup. There are n number of things which might be urgent but not important for us. For my personal life, they are not important. And third, there are most of the things as a student we are doing, they are neither urgent nor important. So these are the four sets of assignment which an individual I do on daily basis. So what's the mantra? Mantra is that only thing is the deep learning technique. The only mantra is the deep learning technique. If you can do the best part, only thing is to get the clarity of the things very well. And this is the first matrix what you should do. You all should highlight the things from morning to evening. What are the things which are urgent for me and the important for me? List them down and do them now. And after that, there are a number of things which are not, but they are important for you. Decide to schedule a time for do it. You have to put that thing in your timetable. And there are the number of things which are urgent but not important for you. And you can delegate to someone else, and that's the best way to delegate someone else. And there are good number of techniques which are not important, not urgent, so delete them. After that, I have another best technique today is to eliminate distractions. That best technique to take effective time is to first eliminate the distractions. So what distraction? Basically, we are not focused on a particular work. All the men in this world have the same 20. Some are more successful in managing the time and some are less successful in managing the time. But what is important for us is that we have to, these are the three techniques: time logging, tracking of time wasters. You have to just make a schedule of things. Like there are different types of things which you do in life, which was in same in the Eisenhower mock. But it tells us like there are things which are of more utility, means which are of more benefit to you, and there are certain things which are less benefit to you. And what we need to do is that we have to mention that. For example, book reading is a high utility job. Book reading is a high utility job, which I have kept 2 hours for it. It's a planned thing, something which you have planned. But there are good number of things, especially in the Kashmir, which are unplanned. So, for example, social media is a low utility thing because it does not give you so much of benefit, and you take 3 hours for it, and it is not planned. So that means this is a distraction. Something which is planned, you have kept 1 hour for social media, but you are using 3 hours, so it's a low utility. So you have to identify these things which are high utility things and low utility things. You need to distinguish them. Those who are high utility things, you should be able to keep more time for high utility things and less time for low utility things. Now let's come to the practicals. For example, we have a social media apps which are on. Once you have a phone nearby, so what happens? This is a distraction. You are studying, you are studying the economics accounting part, but at the same time you got a notification of your email, your social media, your Twitter or Insta, like that. So obviously this is a distraction. WhatsApp or Instagram. Another thing, there's a best saying by someone regarding the phone, especially when you as a student, what you need to do is that use phone only when you need it. That means he has given it the simile like use, जैसे एक इंसान टॉयलेट के लिए जाता है, जब नीड उसको होती है, सिमिलरली फोन का भी आप अगर उस तरीके से इस्तेमाल करोगे, यू विल हैव अ लेस डिस्ट्रैक्शंस. मूविंग अहेड, you have to ask n number of reflective questions to yourself. That's the best and time tested technique. For example, am I allowing people right to dictate my time? Because I have planned my time, but there is someone who comes you and dictate your time, what you need to do. Reverse should be the case कि you know इस टाइम मुझे ये काम करना है. No one else should influence you. These are the reflective questions. जब इसको आप सोचेंगे, internalize करेंगे, तो there can be a good thing. Second, ये लो यूटिलिटी एंड हाई यूटिलिटी का एक अहम कंसेप्ट है, क्योंकि मैंने आपको कहा कि सीक्रेट है डीप लर्निंग, जहां पे आप टॉप पे पहुंचोगे. तो टॉप पे पहुंचने के लिए आपको हाई यूटिलिटी चीजें करनी है, नॉट द लो यूटिलिटी थिंग्स. उसके बाद इंटरप्शंस, distractions which we face on daily basis. There are n number of questions which you can see from the slide. After that, we have another technique. These are the time testing techniques which I have shared in the beginning. It's not enough to be busy, like the code goes, arts are also busy, but important is how the deep learning, the top moment. So for that, what you need to do is that you have to blog your time. First is time blogging is one technique, time boxing is another technique, time batching is another technique, flow time technique. These are the 4 techniques which you have to adopt for yourself, which will be best suited to you. Depends upon your I can say the routine, depends upon your the mental setup. So for that, the first is time blocking. This is something task based. आपने कोई काम उठाया as a student, as a professional, आपने उसके लिए you have to kept some time for it. It's a time based. You have given some fixed time, 2 hours for the job. That's. After that, time boxing is another technique. It is something based on your time table. आपने time table बनाया कि आज दिन में ये 4 subjects पढ़ने हैं, इसमें ये portion पढ़ना है. That's a time tabler, and it's a good technique to do it. उसके बाद time batching. That is something based on the जो चीजें आपको रूटीन में करनी है, रूटीन टास्क्स, बहुत सारी चीजें लाइक जीमेल एट द सेम टाइम आपको देखना है और एट द सेम टाइम सोशल मीडिया, क्लब देम टुगेदर, जो रूटीन चीजें हो और दे समहाउ इंटरलिंक्ड विद ईच अदर्स. एंड आफ्टर दैट इज फ्लो टाइम टेक्निक, एंड दैट समथिंग व्हिच कम्स एट द एडवांस्ड स्टेज वेयर it depends upon the how much capacity you have. Sometimes you have a capacity to study for 10 hours and sometimes you can study for 1 hour. So it depends upon the capacity which suits best. That's. After that, we have a checklist. Checklist is a good technique which I personally is adopting that. These are the things which I have to do for the day. This is the technique, checklist technique. Where it's a kind of a organizer. आप दिन का जो 10 घंटे हैं, आप उसको अपने चेकलिस्ट में इस घंटे में ये काम करूंगा और ये चीज़ें मुझे दिन में करनी है. आई हैव टू फिनिश इट. दैट्स अ चेकलिस्ट. आफ्टर दैट, these are the books which will help you in the time management, especially the few of my favorite books are there, like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People of Stephen Covey. That's a good book. Second, Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, because that will make you a socially viable, and you will be good with all people, which we all want. After that, deep work. The deep work technique which I have discussed in the beginning is the extract from this book. Deep work is the best technique. You have to do, even you are doing your masters in Urdu, you are doing your law, you are doing your economics, commerce, any subject, be at the top. Once you are at the top, things can be on your side. And there are other, Eat the Frog is again a good book by Tracy. This is the good book, Living the 80-20 Way. Again, you can see good number of books available which you can easily download from the book. So regarding these are the few time tested techniques, you can apply them in your life, especially as a student, as a professional, and hopefully this can help you. Thank you. If you have anything regarding these, you can definitely write to me on my YouTube channel. I will be happy to respond you. Thank you.